everyone, welcome back to the 31 days of Halloween. Today we have a werewolf tutorial. So we're going to get started on the brows. Basically, you're going to just do everything to your brows that you would never, ever do in a normal makeup routine. So we are going to make them bushy and large and in charge, and we're going to make them look unruly and like we haven't messed with them for like centuries. So that's what we're going for here. Just used a little brow pomade, and we're going to be moving on to contouring. As always, I will have a full product list in the description box down below for your reference, so feel free to check down there to see what I'm using. Right now I'm just using the Fenty matchstick in the color Mocha to sculpt out my face. I already did a little bit on my forehead. We're doing a little bit on the sides of the cheeks, under the jawline. We're just really gonna go for it. With a look like this, really defining your face structure is key. So I'm just going to be contouring my nose. I struggled a little bit with this. Usually with this product, I like to warm it up a bit first. Apparently I wasn't hurrying or something and forgot that, but it is rather hard to blend out if you just go straight onto the face. I usually warm it up on my hand or put it onto the brush and then onto my face. So just a little note for you guys if you're using this or recreating this look. Right now we are just going to be baking underneath the contour to give us those really sharp defined lines. And now we're going to move on to the eyes. This is a super grungy look, so don't feel like you need to do anything perfect. I am literally just slapping color onto my eyes. I'm just putting a transition color and then a darker color like you guys. Look how sloppy this is. I never do my makeup like this, but it turned out awesome. I'm bringing that down onto the contour of my nose because that is going to be a focal point later in the look. And then with a flat brush, I am just packing on some black shadow straight onto the lid. Again, grungy, messy, don't worry about it. Also going to be taking this onto the lower lash line and just smoking this out, making it messy, making it werewolfy. And as you can see, I do this a lot, you guys, but I just use the same brush and just like dip into different colors. I don't know if I'm just a freak, but I just like to use the least amount of brushes as possible. So right now I tried this. It didn't really work how I thought it would, but I just thought I would show you just in case. I tried to clean up my edges, but it didn't really work. So you can skip that step. Also, I'm going in and adding kind of this weird little line in here. I didn't like this either, so then I just took my fingers and literally smeared it out. So learn from my mistakes. We're gonna just be brushing this away now, and then we are going to move on to the next step. Next, I'm taking a black liner to line my waterline and then also tight line my eyes. I just really wanted there to be lots of drama, if you know what I mean. So we're adding a lot of black to this look, a lot of smokiness. Just hitting the lashes with a little mascara. I don't even think I used lashes on this look because it just didn't really feel necessary. So we are going to be intensifying this contour now, and to do that I started out with a really small brush. It was actually an eye brush, and then I was just taking a face brush to help me blend that. Right now we're going to be kind of creating that traditional classic werewolf widow's peak, and I just added this on slowly because I wasn't entirely sure how I wanted to do this. So I was just creating my shape first to see what I liked. Eyeshadow is a lot more forgiving than just going straight in with a pencil or a paint or something like that. So I wanted to get my basic shape down, and then we could move on to the next steps. Also, if you're recreating this look at home and you're getting a patchy AF forehead, don't worry about it. We're going to be covering it up. So as you can see, it is not smooth on my forehead or my contour, but that all changes. You got to layer your products on. It gives it that real 3D look. So all of that will be virtually invisible later on. So don't worry about that. Right now I'm just deepening everything up, and I took some darker brown shadow and just a little dip into a black shadow, and I am intensifying that contour on my cheeks, my chin, my jawline, my hairline, everything you name it. I was darkening it up and snatching it. Okay, so I used a different technique for the nose than I ever have before, and I love the way it turned out. I just dipped into a dark brown / black color with that brush and just rubbed it over the tip of my nose instead of painting a nose on, and I live. It turned out awesome. So there I go, applying lashes after I said I didn't. I guess I totally forgot that I did that. So optional, of course. Right now I am just using a black shadow on that brush, and at the very back parts of my cheek, just applying that to kind of make it into a gradient so that it's more intense towards the back part of my face. This just really makes the cheekbones pop. And now what I'm doing is adding in hair-like strokes to kind of give us that hair-like effect. Make sure you drag this up into your hairline if you want it to look really realistic and seamless. I feel like this part is all about layering different textures and products. Right now I'm using a black body paint, then I dipped into a brown body paint, and I'm going to be layering white body paint on it later. On the cheeks, I decided to flick some little hair-like strokes upward to make it look like the hair was coming onto my face. I feel like the more you layer, the better it's going to look, as long as you're using different colors. So here I'm going in and adding white. We wanted to add some little like highlights, and I just blended that out with my finger. I feel like that really helped it look more realistic and not so stark. I feel like adding the white really gave this look the depth of color that it needed. So this is a highly important step in my humble opinion. Now onto the lips, you guys. I am laughing so hard. I cut out a lot of this, but this escalated so quickly. I was like staying true to my lip line, and then I was like, oh wow, my lips look like non-existent compared to the rest of the look. And I kept overlining and overlining and overlining, and then bam, we have like significantly overlined lips. So, you know, to each their own. You don't have to do that, but check me out. I'm going back in one more time with a little bit of tinted brow gel in a light color to give me some more depth to my eyebrows, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you again tomorrow.